So this is a little video that I put together to show you how to take a 360-degree orbit photo with your DJI Mavic Air, aka Mosquito. This is the DJI app we have opened here. I recorded this on my computer screen. There was no audio, so I'm adding the audio after the video has been recorded. Not sure what I'm doing here. There, I take off from my patio. Again, this is the DJI GO 4 app, just like what you should see when you fly the Mavic Air. Anyway, I'm going to get it out here to a place where I can kind of hover and get a good 360 shot. If you look on the right side of the screen, you have this big red button. That's what you would obviously hit to record. Because it's a solid red, it tells me that the drone right now is in video mode, not camera mode. So you can switch that by hitting this little icon just above it that has a little video camera with arrows around it. You tap that, it'll switch it to camera mode, which I should do here in just a second. Let's see. Not sure what I'm doing. Currently busy doing other things, but let's see. Alright, so right now we're in video mode. We need to switch to camera mode. We can do that by tapping that button, which I just did. Now we're in camera mode because there's a camera icon. So we switch to this photo icon in the middle, and that gives us these options. We want to change from a single shot to a Pano, which is the bottom one. They'll be stitched together, blah, 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 hit OK. You can do a 180 vertical or sphere. I always just keep it on sphere. And then you just tap out in the screen anywhere, or you can hit the back arrow. You go back to the screen, notice that the icon's changed out to a little globe. You can activate the globe by tapping it on the phone with your finger or by hitting the photo button on the top right of your controller. So let me get the drone out to a place to be good to get a little globe shot, and then I'll tap it. I believe it takes 34 photos. Yeah, 34 photos. So the key with doing this, especially if you do it indoors, is that the drone loiters, or it kind of hovers in a place, a fixed place if it's outdoors, because it has a GPS lock. Indoors, if you don't have a GPS lock, the drone can loiter, but it kind of loiters up and down and left and right, sometimes a little too far if it's a tight space. So you can manipulate the drone by using the sticks on your remote, but if you move them too far or too much, it will cancel the photos. So you really want it to just kind of hover on its own. But keep an eye on it indoors because it doesn't position hold as well. If you see above the little camera icon, there's a little padlock looking thing, and next to it it says AE. That's the automatic exposure lock, and it's locked right now because it's an outdoor picture that's going down and up towards the sun, and I wanted to make some parts really bright and some parts really dark. This is why I hit that little icon to make the exposure auto lock. If you do it indoors, you definitely want to do an exposure lock because it'll like aim at a window and it'll screw the exposure up. And then when you turn around and look inside, it'll be really dark, and it does it really fast. It doesn't give itself time to kind of reset. So you always want to use the exposure lock if you can. Once the thing's done, like it's done the 34 pictures, you hit the play button on the bottom right, which looks like a little YouTube icon, and you see the photo here with a little globe on it on the top left. We want to tap on that, and it'll stitch it together. It takes about a minute for these to stitch together. The drone has to be connected to the remote, and then obviously your phone has to be connected to the remote in order for it to, I guess, parlay the photos over for stitching. Faster phones stitch faster, I guess, because the processing is faster, obviously. So if you're using an old iPad, this could take a little bit longer. This is on an iPhone X. It still takes about a solid minute. Once you have it stitched together, we want to save it to the phone. There'll be a little icon to hit the down arrow on the very bottom left of the screen, and all that does is save an orbit shot. Like it looks like a little globe in the picture. That's cool and all, but cool to share, but not the kind of image or the kind of 360 that we're looking for. There's a couple more steps you have to take, which when it's done here, I'll show you. It takes a while. Alright, so once it's done, hit the little down arrow. You'll download a copy of this little image to your phone, just like a JPEG image, so a flat image. And then you want to click share in the top right. Once you share it, which sometimes it makes you land the drone, this says can't share during flight, blah, 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 but that's not true because I'm going to hit share again and it's going to upload. It has to upload or else it's not saved anywhere. So once it's done uploading, I always hit cancel here. Then I hit this little lock icon or this little chain icon, and that copies the link. And once the link is copied, then I hit the share button one more time and it'll say URL copied. And that way when I land the drone, I can just text myself that URL and I'll be able to get the image to come up on my phone where I can look around in 360 degrees. Anyway, that's how you do it. There's all kinds of fun little phone things in there, but that's just a little example. I think I tried to keep the camera on when I came into land here, but at some point I accidentally turned the phone off, which made the screen recording stop. So I'm not sure how much of this landing you'll see, but let's see. I've got to go in that window right there to land in my living room. The one that's on the third floor Just to the left of the far right square windows right there. So where this open door is where I'm headed. My bedroom's those 3 windows to the left. Our kitchen are the 4 windows on the right. My desk where I'm sitting right now is behind the window, the 2 windows there on the patio. Anyway, I always fly in backwards because it has obstacle avoidance and it makes it difficult to fly in nose first. Plus, it's just easier flying backwards because all the controls are oriented more easily for me to fly. So hopefully I don't know what point I turned the phone off, but I know when I landed the phone was off. Let's see how far I get in. If I make it through the doors before it kills it. Oh, let's see here. So far so good. No, oh, I guess that's when it shut off. Anyway, love you sis, hope that helps. Bye.